Yo, this Xbox situation is honestly crazy. I can't believe we live in a time where a Reddit post about Target no longer carrying an Xbox is getting a response officially from Microsoft. I mean, that's just 2025 for you. And there's just been a lot of crazy back and forth claims, a lot of anecdotal evidence, a lot of official statements being made in response to this evidence. So in today's video, I want to look into are Xboxes actually being pulled from shelves? I was an Xbox kid growing up, and I'm a pretty hardcore fan, even though they are in a terrible state today, admittedly. So I really want to find out what's going on here. So I'll show you guys how this started, what's actually happening with the stock, and what Microsoft is claiming, and what this could mean for the future of Xbox, because this is a very interesting time, or a very bad time, depending on how you look at it. So all of this began with Costco pulling Xbox's stock from their website. Xbox recently increased their prices all the way up to $800 for the most expensive console and $30 per month for the most expensive form of Game Pass. So in response to this, Costco reportedly stopped selling consoles online. The wholesaler still supplies Sony and Nintendo machines. Costco has reportedly stopped selling Xbox consoles online throughout the US and UK, according to reports by The Gamer and others. The wholesaler has removed any mention of the console and related accessories and games from its website. I checked this for myself, and sure enough, the search yielded no results. And sure enough, I am on console right now, and I just did a search for Xbox. I'll do it again, but yeah, nothing came up. And it's funny, some of you might be asking, why would anyone even want to buy Xbox products from Costco? Well, they sell it for a discount. I actually recently just bought Xbox gift cards from Costco. I'm someone who has a Costco membership, and you can pretty much get like $100 worth of their digital cards and for like $85, $90. So, I mean, it's like you save $10, whatever. I did that. I bought the games on PC, but still, I mean, you get the gift cards. They actually used to sell a Game Pass for the original price it was for the, I think it was like Ultimate was $20 per month. Now it's $30. So it was cheaper to get that way too. And they would hold membership exclusive deals. Costco is a wholesaler, you get a membership to it, and they give you cheaper prices. That's the trade-off here. So Xbox controllers and games and just Microsoft products in general for gaming were on sale at Costco. Like, you would just get them cheaper. That was just their price. But as a wholesaler, if you have an item that is selling very poorly compared to its competitors, and then you get word that you have to increase your prices for this item, I mean, it's just dead stock sitting there. The site has dedicated sections for both Sony and Nintendo and is selling the PS5 and Switch family of consoles, along with accessories and games for each system. Now, this is just Costco, and most people are probably like, why would I even get Xbox games from Costco? You know, I would just buy them digitally or whatever, you know. I'll just Amazon the controller if I need it. I hear you. Costco is kind of a niche place to buy electronics. I get it. But what really sparked all of this was a Reddit post. I mean, that's the most 2025 thing ever, right? The Target I work for has removed all Xbox games, and I'm pretty sure it will be store-wide. All the games have been discontinued and most likely go clearance. After all these years of selling Xbox games, it's weird to only see PlayStation and Nintendo games being sold. In 10 years, I'm pretty sure there will be no video games in stores, just download cards. It's definitely going to make me sad due to me having so much nostalgia of me spending time in video game sections of stores. Man, that really hit home. I definitely can relate to this. I mean, video game stores growing up, like Best Buys or being at the mall, you know, the mall GameStops were always really cool. Just because malls are popular and there would be a lot of cool used like consoles and games to be there. You know, the big kiosks and the demos. That was just a cool time, man, to be a kid and then walk around. You know, that's how you would find out about new games. It wasn't the internet. And I still appreciate physical games to this day. You know, I've actually gotten back into it. For a while, I was getting everything digital like everyone else, every normal person would. But recently I started getting discs again. And I don't know, there's something cool about having the physical copy of the game and the case and the art books that come inside, things like that. Something cool about it. I don't know what it is. The Walmart store I work at is getting rid of Xbox games too. We are doing a store remodel right now, and the new layout for electronics will have no Xbox games. And Switch and PlayStation will be considered to one lock case each. In the year or so I've been in electronics there, I can count on one hand the number of times I've sold an Xbox game. And that's honestly been the case for this generation for a while now. Xbox games have very low demand compared to PlayStation because they're getting outsold almost 3-1. For every 3 PlayStations that get sold, 1 Xbox gets sold, just about. There's over twice as many PlayStation users, and obviously that's going to have an effect on the games. If you look on eBay, like if you were into buying used games, you were going to see the Xbox version of that game be much cheaper than the PlayStation. There's just less demand. I actually saw this post being reposted in the PlayStation subreddit, and really cool subreddit, by the way, but yeah, they were just obviously piling on top of Xbox because of this. I mean, who wouldn't when you see something like this? But crazy enough, 2025, the world we live in, this singular Reddit post with no sources, just someone claiming they work at a Target, allegedly, got an official response from Xbox and Microsoft. No, Target and Walmart are not removing Xbox products from their stores, as Xbox misinformation reaches new levels. It shows an empty Xbox lot right here. A new Xbox rumor started this weekend that's now blown out of proportion as usual. Late into the evening on Saturday, Redditors flocked to Xbox subreddit as someone claimed their local Target had begun removing the Xbox section from the store. Then, various blog sites who seemed oddly invested in the concept of Xbox dying ran with headlines based on said anonymous reports. And even as an Xbox fan, I gotta say, there was nothing odd about it. Xbox increased their prices in a lot of areas and people were mad about it. So it makes sense. They increased prices and then allegedly at the same time stock starts getting removed. I think it was a little more of a coincidence than people being oddly invested into this. And then Major Nelson, one of the guys you would see all the time being a spokesperson for Xbox. All I know is I went to a couple of Target and GameStop stores this week and did find Xbox hardware and games for sale. And then the person who made this website even did their own investigations, and sure enough, everything was there except for the consoles themselves when I checked their website. I noticed not a single Xbox Series X was available, but multiple Xbox Series S consoles were for purchase. So in response, Microsoft gave the official statement, Target and Walmart, among other retailers, remain committed partners for Xbox consoles, accessories, and games. This is interesting. So obviously Microsoft would not come out and say, yeah, we're starting to pull consoles. We raised the prices, and other stores just didn't like that. And they didn't like how many consoles they were selling. That would be something that Xbox would never say. So this is what I would expect them to say. But there's just more and more anecdotal evidence that that is not the case. Major retailers seemingly clearing out Xbox Series stock in certain regions right now. And we can just see right here, this is a Costco physical location on the website. It's not the same as what we were talking about earlier, but they and Xbox marked off 50% off. They're trying to get rid of their products. And then more Reddit, we just see plenty of anecdotal evidence where there's just less and less stock of Xboxes in stores. So what is actually happening here? We are hearing more and more rumors about the PS6 and the next series of Xbox, with Xbox even having to confirm that yes, there will be another generation because of the way their company has been trending the past year or so. I mean, it's really been longer than that, but it really feels like this past year, there were a lot of rumors that there wouldn't be a next generation of Xbox. And with the way they've been going really hard on the cloud gaming and the Xbox Play Anywhere, they really don't have a reason for someone to buy an Xbox. Like I was saying earlier, there's no exclusives. You can talk to your friends on PC with an Xbox app. You can play most Xbox games on PC. And you also have the entire access to the Steam library, the PlayStation games on Steam. There's just little reason to get an Xbox. And so unless they do the full switch into making an Xbox a PC essentially, which is where they're heading, it seems like they are going to have at least Steam and Epic stores beyond the next Xbox. We'll see, but it's hard to see the identity in Xbox right now. So we'll see about that, but we are getting towards the end of this generation. And the same with 360 and all other consoles in the past. Companies slowly began pulling stock. It's just this seems a little premature as we're not really that close to the next generation of consoles. Like we're getting there, but it's starting to look like it's going to be in 2027 and maybe a little bit later in 2027, not early. So we still have the rest of this year and next year as runway. I mean, we're nearing the holiday season. This is a time where consoles should be in high demand. So to see the stock start being pulled from retailers and people like Costco getting rid of them altogether, it is alarming. But at the same time, if you make your bed, you gotta lay in it. When Xbox goes really hard into the idea of Xbox Play Anywhere, cloud gaming, like I mentioned, what's the point of getting a console if you can just play all of the games on PC? What's the point of buying the next generation of Xbox if it's a mini PC when you can just get a PC yourself? It's kind of like the handheld. Like, yeah, the idea of an Xbox handheld sounds cool. It'd be even cooler if it was really an Xbox handheld. It'd be awesome to have like an Xbox 360 the size of like a Switch. That'd be awesome to be able to play old games on that, but that's not what it is. It's essentially just a mini PC with Xbox branding on it. That's the way they want to go with things. They want to blend PC and Xbox together. And now we're starting to see what's the point. So yeah, if we've learned one thing, stock is being pulled, but it is still available. It's not like Walmart and Target will never sell Xboxes again, but they probably will start pulling stock back if it's getting outsold that bad. Again, PlayStation outsells them over 2-1, and the Nintendo Switch has sold more consoles than any console of all time during a release period. So this just makes sense. You're going to see less and less stock, but it's not dead yet. But if it does die, I will be the first to post about it on my channel because I'm an Xbox fanboy, a dying Xbox fanboy. So leave a like if you enjoyed this video and check out the channel if you're into gaming news, reviews, ranks, things like that. I make all sorts of videos if that's your thing. And thank you for watching if you did make it this far. Peace.